This video is inspired by Free to Be Who I Be. Check out his YouTube channel. I will leave a link in the description below. I know I mentioned him before. Show him some love and support. And this video is for you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about an album that I did talk about before, but I have a bit of a story to tell you about this album. So the album that I'm going to be talking about, hopefully one more time for this video, is none other than Lou Reed's Metal Machine Music. Now, Metal Machine Music originally came out in 1975, and like other albums, it did receive a lot of controversy, and I'm in the outside world and I don't want people to hear me talk or see me holding the camera at the same time, so I'll do my best. Metal Machine Music is a record that totally polarized Lou's entire career, and if the wind blows wrecking the audio, I apologize. See, the wind's blowing right now, but Metal Machine Music was a very difficult, uncompromising and challenging listen. It was also one of these records that was returned back to the store a lot upon release, so it was withdrawn after 3 weeks since it came out. It almost destroyed Lou Reed's entire discography, and it's still known today by many people as one of the worst albums of all time. But like I said, I have a story to tell you about it. Obviously, my first reactions to Metal Machine Music, totally negative. I thought of it as a really screechy, headache-inducing, and a painful experience of an album to listen to. But for some reason, a few weeks ago after that, I thought to myself, there's going to be merit to this, because I've seen tons of other people that love this album. So I decided to give it another chance, and again, same reaction. My opinions were not that good. So as I kept listening to it over and over and over again, I had to find out what was the inspiration behind it. Found out after about the fourth or third listen that he was inspired by drone minimalism music. Lou Reed had been inspired by experimental music of Lamont Young, who was a very important and influential pioneer of drone music. And I was listening to releases of his of Theatre of Eternal Music. So after understanding the inspiration of Lamont Young's Theatre of Eternal Music compositions, I realized that it all started to make complete sense to me. And the more I listened to the entire album from start to finish without any breaks, I think that Metal Machine Music is one of those albums that needs to be appreciated for what it is. And you know, whether you like the album or not, I think this is quite possibly, in my opinion, maybe the greatest underrated album ever. And I love some underrated classics like Can's Soon Over Babaluma, Kraftwerk's Techno Pop, but there was no other album like Metal Machine Music that is hugely divided from then to today. This album is a big influence for future artists and bands, including Sonic Youth, and I never knew that. And I also realized that I love hearing feedback from other bands and guitar players, like Pete Townshend's feedback on the Who song Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, and hearing lots of feedback from Jimi Hendrix, especially on live performances, and the classic live album, The Band of Gypsys, hearing the feedback on Machine Gun. Yeah, still the best track on Band of Gypsys in my opinion. Overall, I think Metal Machine Music as an album was the most challenging record to listen to since Captain Beefheart's Trout Mask Replica. After tons and tons of listening of the album, I just ended up loving it. You may say to yourself, why, or that's crazy, but you know, I just think that this album is one of the bravest experiments that is really well done. So on that note, Metal Machine Music is definitely added to my list of the top 100 albums of all time. Feel free to leave your comments down below about the album for what it is. So that's that story. I will try my absolute best to purchase the album on vinyl, and surprise, surprise, I eventually bought it on CD. And that's all I got to say. Like I said in the beginning of the video, check out Free to Be Who I Be, one of my new favourite reviewers on YouTube, and I will always support him without a doubt. And you know, he has reached more than 400 subscribers, so congratulations to you, man. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted for more videos in the near future.